Okay, guys, 40 days, 40 tips. New Year around the corner. Been talking about this for a while. Um, and I wanted to do something. You know, me and my wife always do try to do this every year to set goals, but we've never really actually sat down and wrote things out. And we did it this year. And this piece of paper is powerful because it's now written down and it's actually, um, what we want to accomplish for 2025 together. And, I did a post earlier about toxic relationships and people that manipulate you and all this other stuff. And I got a lot of feedback on that. I mean, 60, 70 likes and a whole bunch of comments. And I was surprised at how many people were truly affected by this. And I'm like, well, maybe we need to do some real critical thinking. Like, why are we letting these people, or 73 people, 18 comments, and 4 shares? And there's a lot of people talking about narcissistic people that have these traits and stuff like that. Well, I think we all, to a certain extent, have these people in our lives, and they allow us to form bad habits and do things that you normally would not do. And at the end of the day, we have to kind of figure that out. So I wanted to do a video on, kind of getting away from those relationships and kind of doing the right thing. As I said, my wife is my rock, and she is the greatest partner the guy could ever ask for. At the end of the day, I'm truly, truly grateful. And she and I literally wrote this out, and then we put it in a shared notes so that. And here's the goal. We said, okay, hey, we're going to do 10 things, 5 that we want to do together, and 5 that you want to do for yourself. And then we'll agree upon 10 of them as a whole, And one of the things that I wrote down was, my wife's been suffering with some health concerns. And so first things first that I want to make sure that we do together is that we get you back 100% healthy. And that was her number one goal as well. So it was crazy, all alike, and that was our number one thing. Number 2 at the top of the list was we want to go on a cruise together. And then 3, monthly date night, so on and so forth, stuff like that. And then there was financial goals and stuff like that and I'm not going to let you know all of them, but now we have it written down that we actually go back to it, and we can say every quarter, where are we at with this? Let's not forget down and, at the beginning of the year, and let's try to get this done as efficiently as possible. So that, hey, we're going to do 40 days and 40 tips on how we move forward in 2025. Hey, everyone, I'm Rob Trigg with Jet Lending. Welcome back to 40 Days and 40 Tips series. With 2025 just around the corner, I want to talk to you about something we need to focus on: setting clear goals, making intentional choices to make this our best year yet. So I say that to say this. A lot of people say the 7-year itch in a marriage. Well, me and my wife have effectively been together 7 years. And our official wedding date is April 1st, 2028. And we started dating, this month in December of 2017. So it's technically we've been together and inseparable for, since 2017. So everybody says this is probably going to be one of the hardest years. Well, I'm determined to make it one of the best years and prove everybody wrong. And I'm going to do that because I owe it to her. I owe it to our relationship. I owe it to us to set goals. I owe it to us to be the best that we can for each other because our kids deserve it and we deserve the best of each other. And we're going to provide that. So reflecting on 2024 and preparing for 2025. Why reflection is key. Guys, you got to reflect back on what you did in 2024 to say, hey, what worked and what didn't work. Reflection help us identify what we need to leave behind, whether it's toxic relationships, bad habits, or limiting your beliefs. And as we move forward, we need to say, what in 2025 is about. It's all about moving forward. The new year means a new start, and it's all about leaving the negative and the people that affect us negatively in the past and in the dirt. It's a year that, 2025 is going to be 30 years since I joined the military, 10 years since I got out. There's a lot of big things that have happened in a 10-year lifespan. And, this is going to be a good year. I'm going to make it a good year. And I'm going to ensure that I cut out bad habits and I'm going to get rid of unhealthy relationships. And I'm going to step away from things that drain my energy. And you need to do the same. You need to step forward on things that encourage you, want you to grow, want you to be a part of a team. And, I was astounded about how many people were affected by that post that I posted yesterday, last night. I mean, it was a lot of people, and it's just a short period of time. And I was literally blown away by it. So, like I said, when you set your goals for 2025, make sure you've got the right intention. Okay. Our goals, whether it's with you, your business partner, your wife, your best friends, whatever, in a business relationship, or your partner, or whatever in life, or your married partner, or whatever. Again, my wife and I, we sat down and we mapped out 10 goals for the new year. These aren't just financial, but professional, just financial or professional. They also include personal growth, strengthening our family, and making intentional decisions about how we spend our time together and with other people, and making those intentional and making those decisions, hard decisions sometimes, to move forward in a better manner. Sometimes you just got to let the negative go. When you set your goals, make sure they're clear and actionable. Think about the life you want to build and what it takes to get there, what steps you need to get there. Like I said, write them down. I'll tell you one of them. We would like to buy another rental in 2025, and how we make that happen. And we set out, what needs to happen in order for us to do that. And we're going to hold ourselves accountable to, some of the stuff that's on here. Some of this stuff's personal, so I can't really show it to you. So please don't screenshot it. But again, we wrote it down, and we wrote it down to be intentional this year. Reflect on your plan, and reflect back every quarter. Take time to look back on things that you did wrong in 2024, and moving forward for 2025, make sure you be specific and be realistic. Don't set goals that are not realistic. I often see people, that look, guys, especially with your health. I'll be the first one to talk to you about health. It is not. You're going to have ups and downs. Okay. Like, I threw my back out last night, and I'm stuck home today because it hurts to move. Like, I'm literally got a heating pad on it right now. But there's going to be good days and bad days the older you get, with anything. Some days I still think that I am 19 years old because I feel like I'm 19, but my body tells me a little bit something different. I woke up this morning, couldn't move, couldn't hardly walk, but hey, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let that stop me from motivating you and trying to get the message across, guys. As a hard money lender, as a entrepreneur, as a friend, as anything, you've got to reflect and plan. You got to focus on your growth, and you got to stay consistent, especially with anything that has to do with your physical fitness. Staying consistent. I see this time of year a lot of people that go into the gym and they go for a month and they see no results and their friends aren't commenting. But at the end of the day, in a month, are you really going to see the results you want to see that you will in 6 months? No, it takes time. Hell, there's still ups and downs in my routine. I'll get lazy and slack off, and I got to, pick myself back up. So again, be specific, be realistic on what you're planning. Set goals that challenge you, but also align with your purpose. Growth happens when you step out of your comfort zone, and stay consistent. Like I said, stay consistent. All right. It's about perfection. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. Take small steps every day to move closer to your goals. All right. And when you do that and you plan it out and it's all done the right way, trust me, you will see your goals. Okay. And you'll see them all come true. Okay. The one that I want to point out here that me and my wife wrote down. She wrote down. We adopted a lot of hers because a lot of mine were silly. So and it's interesting to see somebody else's perspective and see their point of view on where they want to be for 2025, especially somebody you're growing with. Especially, some of mine were good, but a lot of hers were a lot better than mine, and it was a breath of fresh air to see that. So at the end of the day, final thoughts. 2025 is a blank canvas. Let's make it a masterpiece. Focus on your goals, protect your peace, and surround yourself with the right people. This is your year to grow and thrive. Encourage engagement. What are your goals for 2025? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what you're planning for the new year. And guys, I'm going to have more tips and more way to help you grow in 2025. So always give me a call at 903-806-4400. And let's make this the best year yet. That's all the time we got today. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon. Out here.